Today we will continue with our Microsoft Office Specialist PowerPoint 2016 exam preparations. We're going to look today at Domain 3.4, inserting and managing media, mostly audio and video clips in various settings associated with them. So we have a quick PowerPoint to work with here, and I'm going to first go to the Insert menu and look at video. You'll notice that video and audio are both right next to each other. There is the option to use online videos, such as if you have a YouTube channel. But in this case, we will go straight to video on my PC. The certification exam will only use this as the internet is locked down, so online videos would not work. I happen to have a different video I've used for a web design class. Now notice when I inserted it here, it was way too large, but we do have the options to change the height and the width. So maybe I will change this to about 4 inches high. Notice these options are very similar to our text boxes, to pictures, and any other thing we have to modify inside of PowerPoint. As we look along here, we can start to play it. This is exercise 2. Kind of makes sense. There are various options to explore, such as corrections with brightness and contrast. You can see these being implemented along the way if you do need to. Coloration, all sorts of unique color, a gold accent for color for dark, which we won't use here, but you have the opportunity to play with those and be prepared should the certification exam ask for that. Now, one of the things that does actually happen is you have the option of creating a different poster, and that's what this is referring to. So if I was to drag along to about here, notice maybe I want this picture, which is some HTML code, to be my poster. I can select poster frame and the current frame, so that if I was to now restart my whole show, it'll start with the video, but the default poster is that poster was the original one. I can also save an image from a file. Now again, this will only be local folder. Maybe for some strange reason I want to have a dog, even though it's a video about programming a web page. So there's our poster, but as soon as we start, everything is gone. You're familiar with these from other sections we have studied. If they're going to ask you for a beveled oval black customization of your picture, great. Video shape, kind of straightforward, same idea you've seen elsewhere. Okay, we'll Control Z to undo that, but you get the idea. So lots of different opportunities that you've seen in various other areas for the setup. Reflection, glow, soft edges, again, you've seen these elsewhere. What is most important for our video tools, which is new, is the playback options. So for example, if I want to start playing along and maybe get to about this point of 1 minute 2 seconds, I can add a bookmark and you'll see this yellow mark down here. Maybe they'll ask me to continue on, go to maybe like the 3.5 minute point approximately, and maybe add another bookmark. This can be helpful if you are showing people a video through your PowerPoint to help you maybe skip ahead or know where important parts are. Likewise, there's a remove bookmark. They may ask you that. Extremely important is the trim video. As you can kind of tell already, this was a fairly lengthy video, over 9 minutes long. If I was to click on trim video, they may ask me to cut this down from, let's shoot for about the 2 minute point. So I can change that to be 2. One very important part here is to make sure we set it precisely. So this is now starting at the 2 minute point. And although in the real world we may just go say, close enough, again, maybe they'll ask us to end at exactly the 7.5 minute point. Just be very careful to enter your zeros correctly so that you can truly prove that you are starting at the 2 minute point and ending at the 7.5 minute point. We can click on OK. Voila, my video has now been trimmed. Fade in and fade out will be pretty straightforward. We'll actually listen to this when we do music, but you've heard the slow crescendo in or out for music. Volume, again, if they ask you to change it, pretty straightforward here. Play full screen is kind of obvious what will happen if you are in the middle of your show, looping until stopping. Basically look through these options and test each of them out. If you're unsure, go to slideshow, play from the beginning, and you can test out the various options you had for playback so that you personally understand them better. Take a quick look onto audio, pretty much the same idea. Insert audio, and they will not ask us to record audio live, so I'll choose some audio on my PC, have some public music samples here. but pretty much the same options. Again, formatting, although this would mostly be kind of strange for music, except for trying to hide it. Playback is our important part. Same idea. Maybe I want to add a bookmark at, approximately minute 8. I can add a bookmark or two. Same idea, having yellow bookmarks. Trimming audio is a fairly significantly big deal again, but notice we have the same idea of using our beginning and ending settings. Maybe I want 25 seconds in. I want it to start, and maybe I even want to have it end at 50 seconds. Just be very precise on these should they ask you for them. What's the final thing we can look at? Maybe they want us to have the music fade in over 2 seconds. We'll start the song. And you will hear it as it ramps up over those first couple of seconds. Or at least for the point that we've already trimmed it. Play in background, etc. Again, play with the different options. And at this point, there you go. Lots of media timing options. You've adjusted the start and stop. And the window size, again, I'll let you mostly focus on that on your own. Just like most things we've seen, you can actually just modify the size, although this is kind of an annoying size. Thanks for watching.